Hey everyone, I almost said hey Bloxburgers. It's been a while since I posted here. The April Fool's update is finally out and there's a lot of ducks to collect around the map. So I figured instead of making an update video talking about the update came, I thought I'd combine it into a video showcasing where every one of the ducks are, making it easier for you to find them. Starting with the first one. This one is extremely easy to find, however some quick disclaimers. You need to pick between the evil duck and the good duck at the start. Once you do, the duck you didn't pick will disappear and you need to complete the 30 ducks with the route that you chose. After you completed all 30 ducks, you can still choose the other duck and get the trophies for that duck as well. So there will be evil trophies and there will be good trophies. Whichever you pick first, you will get the trophies for that one first. You also need to bring back the ducks each time and they will go into your inventory and then you can keep them on your plot and you can get as many as you want. Once you complete all 30, you can start again as many times as you want. But the first duck is on the pier, right in front of where you started. The second one is still pretty close and you're on the pier, so you want to go behind the ice cream shop, and then on top of the ice cream shop you will see the ice cream duck. So again, bringing that back to the evil duck. The third duck still on the pier, so we're still staying pretty close. You want to walk up the pillars, well not really the pillars but the sides of the Ferris wheel. If you walk all the way up to the top, you will find the child duck right there. Take it, go back to the evil duck or whichever duck you're doing. Moving on to number 4, you want to go up to the mechanic job. However, do not enter, it will start the job. So if you are already holding something, it will take it out of your hand. Do not enter the garage. The duck is sitting in the queue of the mechanic or the people who are waiting to get their car or motorcycle fixed. You want to take it there and bring it back to the duck. Number 5, staying close to the mechanic job but going into the parking garage, you want to go up to the first floor. I guess second floor. In some cultures we use ground floor, first floor, so that's the first floor. If you start with first floor, it's the second floor. Anyways, too much information. You want to drive almost all the way to the end and the burglar duck will be sitting behind a pillar right there. Then for number 6, staying kind of close, you want to head to the park and very close to one of the benches in the park on the floor, you will be seeing the pigeon duck eating some crumbs that are left on the ground. That one kind of reminds me of the elf hunt just because of the crumbs. And then bring it back. For duck number 7, we are staying close to the park. You want to drive up to the wooden bridge next to the park between Lumberjack and the park. Jump under the bridge and then there you will find the surfer duck. Then next, this is probably my favorite one just because of how it looks and the way you find it. So you want to drive into the city center. You have a little park in the middle with a bunch of benches. It is on your left side if you're looking at City Hall, but for every duck there will be a notification at the top, so it will pop up when you're close. But this duck is sitting in a very tiny little pool and it is the shark duck. I think it's so cute. Moving on to duck number 9, and for this one you want to go inside of the City Hall, and of course the mayor gets his own duck. You will collect the Tom duck in City Hall. It's sitting up the stairs looking over the city. Moving on to duck number 10 already, and Susan was a little jealous. She also got her duck. If you go into the furniture store and take a ride, you will see the duck sitting in one of the displays of the furniture store. Bringing that back gets us our first trophy, which is the silver evil duck trophy. If you are doing the good duck, you will get the good duck trophy, but you can still do that after you finish all of the ducks with the evil duck, as I mentioned before. The silver trophy is for completing 10 ducks. So if you're not doing the, I was gonna say elf hunt, if you're not doing the duck hunt at all, or you just do part of it, you can still get a trophy basically. Moving on to number 11, you want to drive up to Pizza Planet, enter it, not through the delivery site, but through the actual entrance, and then you walk to the back where the pizza baker job is, and in the oven you will find the chef duck. Bringing that back. Then number 12, you want to drive up to the hairdresser in town, and the first client you will see in the hairdresser salon is the silly hair duck. Kind of looks like Pippi Longstocking. Then we're on duck number 13 already. You want to drive back into the city center, go to the theater this time, and in front of the theater you find a phone booth. You go into the phone booth and there you will find the superhero duck. Number 14, same thing, you drive back to the theater, but this time time, you want to go to the backside of the theater until you find a ladder that goes up the building. You want to take that ladder, follow along the path onto the highest story that you can find and enter there. And then you will see a beat sign. Now, of course, a lot of people know this is nostalgia. This is from when we had the Beat Club in game. But behind that sign will be the Rockstar Duck. Driving that back. Number 15, we're halfway through. You want to drive up to Bloxburg, enter the building, and then behind the seats you will see a door. That's where the toilets are in that building. You want to open that, you want to go in there, and then in the sink you will see the Burglar Duck. Number 16, once again going back into the city. You want to go to Green Clean, which is behind the hairdresser job, and then straight away you will see a duck in the bin. That is the Soap Duck. 17, same thing, city center. You want to go to the BFF store. Now this one is a little hard to see, but you want to go up to the cheese in the fridges, and if you spot it, you will see a cheese duck between the cheese. For duck number 18, we want to go to the gym, say hi to our friend Jimbo, and then behind Jimbo on the shelf, you will find the gym duck. Duck number 19 may be a little harder. You want to drive behind the city hall and almost go straight behind city hall, like keep going straight until you find a ramp. And then on that ramp, it's almost at the highway, you will see the Stunt Duck. I try to visualize it so you can see it better. I hope it makes sense and you're not taking too long to find it. But anyways, moving on to duck number 20 already. And for that one, you want to follow along the river all the way up to the sewage pipe. And then in the dark part of the sewage pipe, you will find Queptus, our founding father. It is called the programming duck, but we all know what it looks like. Come on. Driving that one back to the evil duck gets me the golden trophy for completing 20 ducks. Again, if you finish all of the evil ducks, or if you started with the good ducks, you finish all 30 of those, you can start over, collect the same ducks again, and get the trophy for the other duck. And yes, if you do collect them again, they will go into your inventory a second time. So you can have multiple of the same duck, which is great. Moving on to duck number 21, you want to follow along the park over the wooden bridge and go to the entrance of the mine, and there you will find the miner duck hidden behind a barrel. It is a little dark, but you can spot it quite easily. For duck number 22, we will have to go up to the highway on the river side, so the bad side of the map. Fight me. Drive up to the highway, and the first ad that you come across will have the police duck behind it. I really like that one. It looks very British. For duck number 23, you want to drive all the way up to the campsite. So again, follow along the highway, go to the campsite, and then in the campsite, you want to follow the path to the outhouse. Open the outhouse, and in the outhouse, wow, I said outhouse a lot, you will find the toilet paper duck. Looks a little mummified. Moving on then, duck number 24, you want to drive up to the observatory. So go through the tunnel, drive up to the observatory, enter it, take a right to where the bookshelves are, and then in the plant, you will find the astronaut duck. For duck number 25, you want to drive across the wooden bridge again, go up the mountain, but not all the way. You want to follow the path up, and then if you keep following, you will come across the explorer duck. Duck number 26 then, back to the mountain, drive up to the mountain, but this time, and I took the wrong way the first time, I didn't go high enough. You want to follow up the mountain and then follow towards the observatory. However, do not drive off the mountain, because this is where the alien duck will be sitting. Brings back memories of when Mary and I did a teaser dressed up as aliens, and we made people think that aliens were coming to the game, but it was a new observatory. Anyways, fun times. Moving on to duck number 27 then, and now you get to the good side of town, which is Bloxy Acres. You follow along and get up the highway towards the sign that says the population of Bloxburg, and under that sign, so it's very close to the tunnel, under that sign, you will find the bacon hair duck. For duck number 28, same thing, back up to the highway, but this time you go to the gas station, and then next to the gas station you have some trash cans. Between the trash cans, you will find the trash duck with a banana on its head. Duck number 29 is a little closer again. You want to follow along the beach, and on one of the beach towels underneath an umbrella, you will find the pirate duck. And that brings us to the last duck, which I completely glanced over for the first time, which is the fast food worker duck. It's on a table out front of the burger place. I just didn't see it the first time. I did get a notification though and I got a little confused. And then lastly, there is another duck, but it does not count towards your progress. It is the Mermaid Duck. That is probably the hardest one to get. However, I'm not going to show it in this video because it appears, disappears, and then reappears at certain times. And I already know I will get comments saying that I'm lying and that I'm fooling you guys because it's not there for them. So this is something you will have to find for yourself. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you guys got the help you were looking for. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe.